It's rare for DC to reboot their characters, but they've done it again, and this time with Batman. Let me explain. I have always loved Batman because of how dark and gritty he is. He's a vigilante who uses fear as a weapon against criminals. And he's often shown as a tortured soul who's constantly battling his inner demons. But recently, it seems like DC has been trying to make Batman more like Superman. They've made him more of a Boy Scout, less violent, and more heroic. This new version of Batman is basically just a richer, more technologically advanced Superman. But fans of the dark, gritty Batman have been left wondering where the character is going and what happened to the old one. Well, it turns out that DC has been planning this for quite some time. In fact, they've been working on a secret project for years that will finally be revealed next week on June 21st. So what is this project? Well, according to rumors, it's a new series called Batman: The Doom That Came to Gotham. But that's not all. This new series will also introduce us to a new Batman. You heard that right. DC is rebooting Batman yet again. But before you lose your mind, let me clarify a few things. This new Batman won't replace Bruce Wayne. Instead, he'll exist in his own separate universe. To be more specific, this Batman will exist in Earth 9, a universe that's similar to our own, but with a few key differences. For example, Batman Beyond and Terry McGinnis are from Earth 9. Also, if you're worried that this new Batman will be like the recent movies, don't be. This new series will actually be based on the Court of Owls storyline from 2011. So why is DC rebooting Batman again? Well, it's because they want to explore different versions of the character and see what could have been if he had been trained differently or had different experiences. In the main continuity, Batman is often written as a brooding, solitary figure. He's a master detective and martial artist, but he's also deeply traumatized by the death of his parents. This trauma is what drives him to become Batman and fight crime. However, in Earth 9, Batman is a bit different. He's still a master detective and martial artist, but he's also much more heroic and optimistic. He's not driven by trauma, but by a desire to help others. In fact, he was actually inspired to become Batman after seeing Superman fight alongside other heroes. It'll be interesting to see how this new Batman will handle things compared to our Batman. Will he still be as effective at fighting crime? Will he still be feared by criminals? Or will he be more of a symbol of hope than fear? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But one thing's for sure, this new Batman will definitely be different from any we've seen before. What do you think about this new Batman? Are you excited to see a more heroic and optimistic version of the character? Or do you prefer the darker and grittier version we have in the main continuity? Let me know in the comments below. Now, if you're a fan of both Batmen, then I have some good news for you. Even though this new Batman is more heroic, he's still very much a Batman. He'll be fighting crime, taking down villains and protecting the innocent, so you'll still get all the action and excitement you love about Batman. Plus, you'll get to see him in a whole new light. You'll get to see him as a symbol of hope and inspiration. Also, don't worry about the main Batman, he's not going anywhere. Bruce Wayne will continue to be Batman in his own series. So if you want to see the dark and gritty Batman, you can still do so. This new series with the new Batman is just an addition to the Batman canon, not a replacement. But let me ask you something. Do you think this new Batman will be too much like Superman? Will he be too heroic and too optimistic? Or do you think he'll still be a unique character with his own distinct personality and way of doing things? I'm personally excited to see this new version of Batman. I think it'll be a nice change of pace, and I think it'll show that Batman doesn't always have to be dark and gritty to be effective. Sometimes he can be a symbol of hope and inspiration. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you're a Batman fan, then make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any news or updates. Until next time, stay safe.